Good day to you, and thanks for being here. Hello there. Good day to you. I hope everybody's had a good day. I'm Spenta here today, live streaming about how to deal with people who don't respect your time or how to deal with people who don't have respect for your time. So that is today's topic, and I welcome all friends and new friends, and I thank you all for being here. And I'm going to start my stream pretty soon. I hope I have sound. Going to check sound. Perfect. So I'm going to get started. Thank my friends for being here at the moment. Floriza Vlogs, thank you so much for being here. Biko Lanang, thank you so much. Jovi, thank you. Ronnie, blessings, thank you. QC, thank you so much. Step ASMR, good day to you. How's it going? And thanks for being here. How are you? Thanks for being here. And thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick J. RC. Thank you, my friend. And shout out to my member for being here. Inde, thank you so much for being here. Soul Sim, thank you so much for being here. And Layla Moore, thank you. Ma'am AJ, good day to you. And Mocha, hello. Thank you so much for your time. And blessings to all of you. I hope everybody's had a good day. I have had a good day so far. Day has been good. How was your day, my friend? So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope we can get started. Thank you. Thank you. Good day to you, Atame. Thank you for being here. So glad to see you. Good day to you. How was your day and night? How was your day and night? Let me see here if it works. There you go. It'll work. It'll work. There you go. I'm like, it'll work. It'll work. Hopefully. Sitting here pushing, "It'll work, it'll work." There you go. There you go. That's much prettier. Okay, now we can get started. Thank you, Mocha, for being here. Good day to you, LCD, and good day to you, Madame Gole. Thank you so much for being here. How was your day? Thank you, and blessings to you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It is nice of you. So yeah. Today's topic is a little bit interesting because I thought I'd pick a topic that everybody seems to want to talk about or seems to actually be going through. So I thought I'd go ahead and pick this one. Um, there you go. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you so much for watching ads and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, you have allergies and you're coughing again. Oh gosh. It's actually been really bad. You know, one thing that I'm not sure about and why it's happening is the weather. Okay, so off topic, but the weather has been really different. I was told that we're gonna have a lot of rain in our area this year. So I'm wondering, it means we're gonna have a cooler year or what's happening to us or what's the deal, man? Like, what is the deal? You know, are we gonna have continued sneezing all year? Are we gonna have continued sneezing all year? That's what's happening at LCD? I don't know. Good morning, Sam. Thanks for being here. There you go. Good morning. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be one of those years where we're gonna have allergies all year, or we're not gonna have allergies all year. Maybe we might. I don't know. You know, you never know. You never know. But oh, this has been a bad allergy year for a lot of people. Good morning, assalamu alaikum. Mama Henia, thank you for being here. Hi. Hello to you and greetings. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me go over here and then I can go ahead and start talking about this one. Let me see it. Hold on, sis. Wait just a second so I can try. Oh, thank you so much, my dear friend. Thank you. Thank you, LCD. A shout out to you, friend. Let me see if I can do this. Like this, perhaps, and then like this. Let me see if I can. I'm thinking maybe I can do it like this. Let's see. Uh, Madame Goulet, thank you for being here. There you go. I can do it like this, perhaps, like this. Assalamu alaikum, Sadiqi. Thank you for being here. I usually don't get to speak Arabic uh, uh, on here a lot, so or ever, or Farsi to begin with. But yeah, so just a few tips. Okay, so let's just get on with our topic real quick, and I'm on it, and then let's talk about our topic real quick and why we are going to talk about how to deal with people who don't respect your time or who can't respect your time. Well, one thing first to begin with, I'm Spenta and I'm thankful that you're here today. And again, thank you so much for your kindness and your love and for being here with me and for your very, very coolness and for just your awesomeness. Thank you. 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 And so, second is to talk about the topic of the day, which is how to deal with people who don't respect your time. So, that must be some difficult people to you, right? Or maybe perhaps you thought a few ways or a different way and then it turned out differently. Well, let's go and talk about, first of all, what is your time? So, your time is probably most important thing to you because with your time, you can do what you're allowed to do. Basically, you get to live your own life if you have your own time and your own freedom, right? So when someone oversteps the boundaries, usually, and that is when you feel like someone is not no longer respecting your time, perhaps, or maybe you have told them a few times that they're crossing boundaries, but they still continue to do so. And therefore, you still don't feel that your time is being valued or that your time is being spent properly, right? So if someone is being disrespectful, you can first acknowledge the problem, and it can always depend on the situation. Sometimes communication might be a good problem way, it might be a good problem solution solver, like a person to person communication. It's very important to affirm your time, your worth, and that you want to be respected. So keep that in mind. It's very, very important. So just keep that in mind that your time is very, very important. It's not just that, it's just it's important to you. So you have to continue to affirm your worth. It's like sometimes with people you don't have a choice, right? And then if you can't if you can't resolve the situation, you have to move forward and figure out like some other way to try to deal with this, right? Some other way because if obviously you tried your best, but then it wasn't working, then um, so then, it's just not working. And you got to do a different way. All right, that's no problem. So if they don't respect your boundaries, then detach yourself. And sometimes it's really important to choose friends wisely and people you're surrounding yourself with. Um, maybe you shouldn't take it personally. And definitely, I always recommend that you don't take it personally if other people don't respect your time. It's because they just don't know. Perhaps maybe sometimes they just don't know any better. Maybe they literally don't know any better. Like, for example, I had a friend, and my friend is a YouTuber, right? And my friend told me one time, he said, He actually held a stream about this, which was amazing because now I know it's not just one person or second person or third person type of deal. I know that a lot of people are that way. Like, I know people that are YouTubers, and some people think, oh, well, that's the only thing you do in life. Or, oh my gosh, content creating might take 5 seconds and it's not anything. You can easily come up with content. Well, you can't come up with content easily. Oh, well, how could you not? Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe you should give it a try if you think you're such a pro, right? No, but I mean, literally, it's like some people just understand that you don't have like a life outside of life or a life outside of that they just see what they want to see. Sometimes they choose what to see, and sometimes they believe to just not see. And you see that the whole thing is it's your understanding of what their perception is and what they're perceiving. So it's a little bit can be a little bit tough to deal with. Good morning, Manoj. How are you? Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You are the best. Thank you, dear. Yes, and I'm still looking. I'm just reading. Yes, I'm still reading. Yes, yes. I'm on it. But yeah, sometimes people can be very difficult and it's okay. You know, it doesn't mean that you're difficult. It just means that people are they're not understanding of you. And it's okay that some people cannot be understanding. And that's not, something you need to be taking personally. And that's what I mean by sometimes maybe just don't take things personally, um, in my opinion, just in my opinion. So that's a good suggestion. Now, what if the person comes around and keeps trying to perhaps abuse your time and abuse everything? I mean, what if they're continually abusing their time to benefit themselves, but they are not at all concerned about benefiting you? I mean, that could be a possibility too, right? Um, and it can happen. It can happen. So you need to be very cautious with that. When I say to you that you need to deal with it by not reacting or walking away, or maybe you don't just take it personally. I don't mean you discontinue to care for it. I mean, you don't take it personally as if you just don't dislike the person for not understanding what they're not understanding. You know what I mean? Um, so like it would be like speaking a foreign language. Sometimes you speak a foreign language and sometimes they don't speak your language. I mean, it's just that way. And a lot of time in life it's just that way. People just do not speak the same as you, and that's okay. That's okay. So, and it's fine. So if it's make sure that you think before you say something to them. Make sure you let time pass. See, you said time, right? So I guess time is important, right? So make sure you get advice specific to your situation from friends, perhaps. Sometimes if it's an ongoing thing that people are the same person perhaps is disrespecting your time, continue on with that. Just ask some friends what they think, or ask yourself even if it's worth responding to. I mean, should you confront? Should you not confront? Do you have your boundaries drawn? Are you the kind of person who has boundaries, or do not have boundaries, or what is going on, right? So that's what I always talk about. You know, um, so um, one big deal to me. Always a big deal to me. So now, some people will just, no matter what you choose to do, will continually not respect you. Even if you've created boundaries with them, they are still going to this just not, uh, how do you say, they're still not going to respect you. So what do you do then? Like, how do you deal with it then? Okay, so now you've tried all your best and you've tried to be super inspirational, tried not to do anything else. What do you do besides you don't take it personally? So what do you do now that you've really, really tried every angle and every aspect based on what you're saying, right? So first of all, taking it not personally is always a good thing. It's always good to not take things to heart because you don't know at what situation somebody talked to you. But one thing is, like I said, like, a few years ago, a friend of mine was talking about how people are saying you are not, you know, you don't have a job. Well, this person I know has a job and not only content creating, but has another job outside of that job. So they basically have like 3 jobs. And it's funny how somebody just sees one thing and they just think, "Oh, okay, that's all they have to do. They have nothing else to do," right? So that's all they see. So you just need to remember that's all they see. And if sometimes that's all they choose to see, then you can't make them change. That's why you don't take it personally, okay? So that's definitely the best thing out there. So the next thing I think is always you should definitely think before you have to say something, make sure you definitely get your advice. Make sure it's actually worth responding to, confronting them. Um, are they just doing this I mean, you gotta understand where they're coming from. Maybe their choices see, a lot of times their choice to do something will respond with changing your life. And then sits here going, "Well, what happened with my set boundaries with you?" Right? So a lot of times that happens. So then you get into this struggle of, "I've already done that, and I've already responded with kindness." Um, so what else I can do? Perhaps ask others for help, walk away from the situation. You can't change them, but definitely what you want to do is avoid being around people that do not respect you. So that's my best, best thing to say about you definitely want to definitely ignore the people that are being that way because you just said, "Hey man, they're not, being kind with time and they are being bothersome. So why upset yourself? You know? Why upset yourself? Good day to you, Tenda. Thank you for being here. I see you. Thank you. Hi. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. How was your day? Kamusta ka? How was your day? My day's been really good so far. How was yours? Good day to you, Carlitos. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thank you. And a big shout out to Maria Zelda Cordopio, my good friend who is not feeling well today. I don't like to hear that, but I know what she means by allergies. We would make really good neighbors. We would make really good neighbors, literally. We would make really good neighbors. Um, for good, huh? So anyway, welcoming everyone who's here. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Mama Henia. Shout out. Thank you, Shukran. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, friend. Thank you. Yes, so, basically just make sure that, you don't ever take things so personally and always open line of communication is the best thing. And sometimes people just don't know how to respect you, so that's when you draw your boundary. And, it's not up to you at that point to keep trying to explain things to them anymore, in my opinion. I think, in my opinion, then at that point, then in my opinion, they've already, um, you know, made their choice, they've already made their choice to disrespect her. So, thank you. Doing good. Thanks for asking. You too. So glad to see you. Shout out Chicago. Hey, how is the weather there in Chicago? I would like to know how Chicago's doing right now. Since we're talking about Chicago, how is that doing? let's talk about Chicago. The weather fluctuation is, like, totally different this year. I mean, my okay, literally all my plants, you guys, if you don't know me, I grow so much vegetation all year round, and oh, they are so totally different. The pattern is different. I have a tropical area at the moment, which is weird because I don't live in a tropical area at all. But it's been so much rain, and oh my gosh, mosquitoes, they love to bite, huh? They love to bite. Oh my gosh. That is so sad. But they do it because they love you. They bite because they love you so much. They do it because they love you so much. I mean, you must be so sweet to them, right? Oh gosh, if everybody could explain their mosquito problem with this would be just definitely okay, right? It would be okay. But we can't just explain it with this. Simply cannot. One cannot simply explain the same problems with uh, mosquito spray. One cannot simply fix things. So, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's my advice. Do you guys have any questions or comments or what you guys think about it? And how you guys feel about how people are. I know a lot of my friends are stay-at-home moms and they cook and clean all day long and they serve their families. And I know because I actually know what they do. They're always busy. They're always so busy. And anytime you talk to them, they're like, I'm doing something. You're like, oh my gosh, they're doing something. Don't say anything to them. Good morning, Keith. Salute to you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings. Blessings. Keith, long time no see, sir. Thank you. Blessings. 64 degrees. Wow. It's also actually nice here. It's 70 degrees. I can't believe I'm saying that, and it's the end of May. That's almost a weird statement to state, but it's true. It's true. It's still cooler, which is odd. But I'm not gonna complain because I don't like Phoenix, Arizona weather at all, and I don't live there, but I mean, that's the weather I don't like. So, I'm so blessed to not live there. Thank you. Mm, 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 mm. Very, very thankful to not be living there. Honest, honest. Ooh, that gets hot there. Now, a lot of people like hot, but, then you get hot and humid, everything at the same time. It's just like, not my favorite thing, you know? So it's just not my favorite, not my favorite, not my favorite. Oh my gosh, stresses me out when I think about warmth. And it stresses me out when I think about cool. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Can't you just always spring and always autumn, right? Can't it always be, like, the right time of the year? Depending on whatever your temperature is, of course, it has to be what is your hometown. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's funny. I could not live there. I could not live there at all. It's so much warmth. Gosh, I'm sorry. How do you feel, by the way, when you can't breathe and it's very dry in the summertime and it's only June 12th or something, and the weather is hitting your face, and you said, "Was that real heat or no?" And right? Because I love Colorado, okay? So but Colorado's cooler, and Alaska, that would be cool, but, I don't know about actually if I could sustain myself living in Alaska, you see what I mean? That's why, like, sometimes in life, you're like, "I don't know. Is it really worth it? And can I handle this living in here?" Literally, not sure, So, yeah, honestly. Thank you, Melania. Good morning, Dark Moon. How are you? And good day to you. I hope you've had a good day so far. Hi. Thanks for being here, friend. Thank you. Thank you. Day's been good for me. How's your day? So happy to be here and happy to see you. Yes. So it is always what you set your mind to be. And honestly, um, I think that the mind is a special place. The brain is a special place. So I think you can definitely come up with a solution. I believe in that. I believe in that. So you should relax. because I believe you can do this. And if people are taking so much of your time and people are not respecting you, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you're someone who has to work at home because COVID has caused you to work at home ever since you've been, like ever since COVID happened, I know so many people that have had to stay at home. Okay, well, what about that? I mean, what about that? What about people that have to work from home? Are they being useless too? And how can they work if other people don't respect their time? You see what I mean? And then what if they are a stay-at-home mom, and then they're having to do all this plus work, and then what if they just have a bunch of kids but no work? I mean, it's all work. Um, they have to feed their kids. Don't they have to feed their kids? I mean, don't they have to think about it? I mean, you would think that a mom has to get up and make breakfast, make lunch, and dinner, right? I mean, clean the house, perhaps do chores, laundry. I mean, think about your own chores and multiply them by however many other people you have to attend to. So it would make sense. It would definitely make sense. So I could see definitely why people are that way, you know. Thank you, Tenda. Let me go over there real quick right now. I'm on it here. Thank you, Tenda. On it, my dearest. On it. On it. Mhm. So I think that sometimes it's definitely important to draw out that boundary. Um, you know, I think so. I think sometimes people, they just wanna draw their own boundary, and it is really, really important that you make sure you put that boundary on there. So boundary, boundaries, always very good for boundaries, don't forget, okay? Now, I wanna talk about something. I do wanna talk about something, and I know it's probably something people haven't thought about, but it's the last but least but last something, right? It's not last but least, it's totally important, and the reason it is important is, did you do something for people to think they can do this to you and take your time? Because sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes we open our boundaries and take on so much responsibility that everybody thinks they can just dump on the person. But dumping on the person is definitely not a nice thing to do. And so, it's just a matter of what people think. And will you be dumped on? Will you be one of those people that's dumped on? You know? Or will you just be an open person and not be dumped on? So that all matters on you. All matters on you. It all matters about what you do, okay? So you need to make sure, you know, you have to make sure, you know, you definitely have to make sure. Yeah, I'm reading some of my comments. And okay, so what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that they do not, consume. You know what I'm talking about? Um, you don't want them to consume that time. Yeah, and that's important because then you set your boundaries. Thank you for your patience, my friends. Exactly. Thank you for letting me read my messages and get with you. I appreciate that. And again, I appreciate your time. A big shout out to my subscribers, my fans, my friends, and you, my new friend who listens later, who listens now, who listens afterwards, who comes across this later. I hope you learn how to deal with people who don't respect your time. And I hope you learn to meditate and spend some time to yourself and with yourself. And oh my gosh, thank you so much for your kindness and your donation. Continued blessings to you. And wow, on that hot weather, tell us that summer is on its way. I'm Spenta, and I'm very thankful that you spent some time with me today. And a shout out to you, Pro, for your donations. Many thanks to my friends. Until next time, take care. and have a beautiful day.